Well, magical morning, abundant afternoon, enchanted evening. Hi, Anita here. I like to just came on just to talk about the energies, the vibration. Well, the energy, because energy consists of vibration, velocity, and frequency. So I'm specifically talking about the vibration within the energy, okay? And when I talk about 2004, recapping, because we're approaching 2025, and then talk about the universal vibe for 2025. Well, with 2024, this is a year of manifestation of prosperity in all areas of our lives. And I'm not talking about currency, although I am talking money is included, but it is not in and of itself. What I'm talking about is prosperity and health, happiness, um, you know, uh, organization in your life, professional and personal. And really, that's all one because whatever our beliefs and creeds and everything, it's not going to be separated. Oh, that's my creed over here, professional, and that's my creed over here, personal. No, our character is going to go wherever we are and whatever we're doing. But when I want to talk about this prosperity in all areas of our lives, this and the key components to this prosperity for 2024 was organization and order and organization. And I thought about organization, organization, and what does that mean? It means, clarity, being clear. We're taught to be clear in what we want to have our goals organized in what we see, even visualization, contemplation, and things like that to be clear, to dot that I and cross that T, because it must be clear in order to receive or to manifest. Well, I like to go a little beyond, that a little bit, and to mention clarity. Clarity also could be clarity in keeping our eyes single. Clarity in I want to be clear in my faith. I want to be clear in what I believe in. I want to be clear on what I trust. You know what I mean? For me, it's been, thy will be done. I pray to hear thy will and have the courage to do it because you know, for me, thy will is for my highest good. So why would I look outside of what is my highest good? Okay, and then having faith the size of a mustard seed. That's the clarity of things. And I'm only saying that to say that many times we go outside of ourselves to look, dot my I's, cross my T's, and these things, these material things that I want. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing, but we're kind of get a miss in that clarity of, okay, is this my will? My personal will is it my personal will? Because I remember I wanted this car, this Celica. I wanted the car, and of course I wanted it. So of course I manifested it because that was my prayer. I was a frequency. I wanted that car. Was it for my highest good? No, because eventually I ended up having to file bankruptcy because that was something that I wanted, but it was not thy will. It was my will, my personal will. That's what I wanted. Okay. So I'm just saying sometime, as far as 2024, with the prosperity in all areas of our lives, having the organization, I'm only mentioning that moving forward, sometimes let's take a moment to say, okay, let me stop looking outside of here, the $1 million that I want, or the this business that I want, the social enterprise that I want, this relationship that I want. Let me go inside and see, okay, what are my beliefs? The clarity, the clarity. Am I clear on my belief? Am I clear on my faith? Okay, so that is and I'm sure some of you should be experiencing. I know this year has been absolutely awesome, even in the challenges and the sadness, because we experience all that stuff, even the feeling, the fear, in all of the gamut of 2024. The experience of the Olympian, because this has been a prosperous year, and I know it has been for many, many of us. Okay, it depends on our perspective. What do we consider prosperous? All right, so now I want to go into 2025. Now, 2025 is the year of self-awareness. And it's something how, we're going from this clarity. What is this clarity? Moving into more into, okay, getting within ourselves. Because 2025 is the universal vibe of self-awareness. And it is it is number nine. The nine is self-awareness, human understanding. It is paying it forward, compassion, consideration, and it is completion, i.e., fulfillment. So this year, 2020, 2025, the universal vibe for all of us, because we have our personal vibe, but we have the universe's vibe that say, hey, this is the it universally for every soul on this planet. And I want to go self-awareness. There are components to self-awareness, and I was thinking about that. I said, how can I share this? I mean, how am I doing this? So the only thing that I can say is there's a physical self-awareness, spiritual self-awareness. That's the only way that I could, kind of separate the components, if you will. So self-awareness consists of intra-awareness. That is being aware of our belief. Manifestation is in the belief. Being aware of our beliefs, recognizing our faith. We all say, oh, have faith, have faith, have faith. What we want to do is go beyond that, analyze what do I have faith in? If I have faith that I really can't do something, that is my belief and that is my truth and that is what I'm going to manifest. This year, 2025, is a year of saying, okay, it is wonderful to say, okay, keep the faith, keep the trust, and believe. We've got to go deeper. For 2025, this is the year of self-awareness, going beyond saying, okay, what all do I believe in? What all do I have faith in? Because yes, of course, we have faith in the grand of the beautiful things, but we also have some faith in our shadowed thought. And even those faiths we may not be even conscious of. This year, because I've already stepped into my personal vibe. It's number nine, so I've already stepped into the vibration of self-awareness. And since I've stepped into this vibration, the universal personal vibe for me, I recognized two beliefs that I didn't even really know that I had. They were in my subconscious, and those beliefs, yeah, they held me back. I didn't know it until I began to pray and say, okay, help me even recognize those beliefs, those limiting beliefs that I don't recognize, that I've justified, and I've created a satisfactory way of looking at it so that I'm not looking at it that, oh my gosh, that belief is something that is holding me back. Okay. So this intra awareness is recognizing and going deeper, saying, oh, I love me. I want to, oh Lord, I love everything about me. And I want to learn some more. I even want to learn those beliefs that are limiting me. I want to learn that faith. What do I have faith in? Sometimes we may not have faith in someone else. That's faith. My faith is that I don't believe in that person. You know what I mean? And we may not even recognize it. Our truth, whatever truth, faith, and belief, we can say one and the same because whatever I believe, whatever I have faith in, that is my truth. Is it the truth? It may not be, but it is a truth. And if it is a truth for me, if it is a truth for you, then that is what you're going to manifest because it is your truth. And this 2025 is the year for us to go a little deeper and say, okay, let me go into those who wish to do so. Not all of us might say, hey, listen, I don't really want to be dealing with that kind of thing. More power to you. God bless you. I'm just here for those who saying, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to step over. I'm ready to get more fulfillment. I'm ready to experience that inner happiness. I'm ready to do that. And we're not going to experience inner peace, inner happiness looking out here. We're not going to yes, the beautiful things have a wonderful, beautiful house and all that money and cars and yes, yes. Those things, you see how I'm smiling. Those things, yeah, they make you happy temporarily. I'm talking about that inner peace. These things are not going to bring you inner peace because once we make that $1 million, what are we going to do? We want another one. We want to go search for that other million. That destination is now here. Now let me go toward the next destination. Why? It's only because we are looking for fulfillment. Matthew Kelly in The Rhythm of Life said, everybody, all we want, what we're looking for is happiness. It's just we've learned how to look for happiness out here, and then we wonder why we just can't reach it. That fulfillment, okay, and it's doable, and it's not hard. It's keep it simple, sweet. Kiss it. Keep it simple, sweetheart. It's not hard. Okay, so that intro, what are my beliefs? What are my values? What do I value? What we value, we tend to think value like as a diamond or the value of this globe or what is the cost, the return on our investment. Your value is whatever the choices that you make. If I'm a worry wart, then I actually value worry because I'm doing what I value. What I'm spending my time on, what I'm spending my thought on, what I'm doing is what I value. I value it because if I didn't value it, why would I be doing it? So we want to be careful with what is it that you value? Do you value worry? Do you value looking into the future as that okay, when I look into the future I see doom and gloom, or when I look into the future I say, oh my God, I see fear, I see things not working out. Really, what are we really thinking about here? Okay, that's that intra self-awareness. We have inter self-awareness. Inter self-awareness is how we are presenting ourselves to others. We all have that 8 by 10 glossy. We all have it, and we all have that wherewithal to say, this is how I want someone to see me. We all have it. We all do it. Okay, is that the truth of you, or how much of it is the truth of you? How much are we doing this? Or showing this 8 by 10 glossy because we want to fit in, because we want to be looked at with high esteem, or we want to be known, that fame and fortune kind of thing. We want our ego stroked. All of that is fine, but self-awareness is recognizing it. It's recognizing it, saying, okay, this is what I do sometimes, and that is fine. I know that is not the all of me. That's the behavior. We also have the intra, then the behavior. Our behaviors. Your behavior will show you what you have faith in. It will. If we only look at, because a lot of times our behavior, our reaction versus response is going to let us know what I believe in. If I react to something out of fear, that's going to let me know what is my belief in this. Okay, I fear. What is it here that I'm reacting out of fear, or I'm responding in love. Our behavior is going to let us know. Our behavior is going to let us know our faith. I had just gave us a little sample one time. I went to a prayer thing, and it was really nice. It was at a church, and it was about faith, having faith in God and everything. And some of us were able to bring our wares, where I brought my t-shirts and my book, of course. And there was a sister, she wanted the t-shirt and the book. And she asked me, she was saying, well, how much will you give me if I get both? In other words, she wanted to negotiate. And it didn't hit me then, but after a while I thought about it, and you may disagree with me, but in my mind I thought, after a while, a couple of days, several times went by, I said, wait a minute, this was a conference about how we believe in God. God is our source, God is our supply, our substance, and source, supply, substance, and support. And if I really believe that, why would I want to negotiate? Why would I have a need to negotiate with you? If I really believe that God is my source, then why would I want to ask, what can reduce your price? Why would I want you to receive less than what you have uh what you have presented and worked on it. If your cost is this, why would I want you to receive less? I'm taking away from you. And my thought was, okay, if that was a behavior. I believe in God. I mean, that's all we were saying. I believe in God. I believe in God. That God is my, like I said, my source and everything. But yet, a half hour later, my behavior shows that no, I need you to give me a discount. I don't want to spend I don't want to spend that money. I want both, but I don't want to spend that money. So that's what that can say is, wait, well, where's your belief? If God is your source, why would you want me to reduce my price? If God is your source and you know this and you believe this, why would you want me to reduce my price? Why would you want me to receive less than what I'm entitled to receive? Behavior. Behavior. Our behavior is going to determine our beliefs. And 2025 is the year to say, listen, it's time for us to start analyzing stuff and not just doing. You know what I mean? It's time to start and recognize what we are being, kind of thing. Then we have, let me see. So we have inter behavior and emotional. What are our triggers? I don't know how many times I've cried about something, said, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know. All I know is that something touched me. Something touched me. What that says is that I don't know that much about me right now to know what that something is. Because being self-aware is like, oh my gosh, that commercial, when that little boy handed him that cup, that touched me and made me cry because it showed compassion or because it reminded me when I was living from pillar to post. I mean, you see what I mean? So emotional self-awareness when we understand our triggers. Okay, so so that's what that is. Now the spiritual, that's why I put it physical. Those are the physical self-awareness components. The spiritual is that what is your centers of consciousness, the energies that are within you. Where are you experiencing your aches and pains? If you have pains in your wrist and things, that can be an indication that you're disconnecting. You're disconnecting with someone or something or even yourself. You know what I mean? If you're having low back pain, that's something like, okay, that's an indication that perhaps you're holding on to old emotion. You need to let go. You really need to let go. If you're experiencing some upper discomfort, check your heart. Check your heart. What grudges are you holding? Do you have any bitterness towards somebody? Are you unforgiving not only for others, are you unforgiving of yourself? What guilt are you holding on to or regret that you're holding on to that just needs to let go? Yesterday is yesterday. Today is today. Tomorrow, tomorrow is the beautiful tomorrow. The present, right here, right now, is just absolutely awesome. There's no better than the present. But those are the things that spiritual self-awareness. Okay, and then also even in that belief, what is your creed? My creed is God first, family second, career third. It has served me well for many, many years. I got that creed from when I was selling Mary Kay in the 80s. And when I first heard it, it resonated with me. And I said, that's my creed. And it has not disappointed me. There has been no issues when putting God first, family second, career third. Have I had to make hard choices with career and family? Absolutely. I choose my family because that's my creed. That's my creed. That's not negotiable. Have a creed for 2025 if you don't have one. See, because the ultimate thing here is that inner peace. How much inner peace am I experiencing? And when we are self-aware we are self-aware in our shadow thought, with our shadow thought, those thoughts, what thoughts do we think more frequently? More frequently, I'm going to share, it's like things that comes, our choices, understanding me, self-aware, understanding that my choices I'm going to experience the result of my choice. I was sharing with a person, they were, experiencing something. They said, Lord, that devil's just on my back. I said, listen, That's not it. I said, listen, let me share something with you. It has nothing to do with if we want to call it devil or whatever. What it is you are experiencing the choices you made. And once we understand, self-aware, once we become self-aware that you know what, I'm in this crap because of the choices I made, how empowering can that be? It depends on how we look at it. If I realize that the choice, I made a choice, okay, and I'm in this space. Well, good God Almighty, if I make the correct choices, if I take the time to first understand, hey, I have dominion. God, some, my favorite poet, David said, thou said we have dominion over this stuff, dominion over my space. So if I take a moment, just take a moment, get out of the stress, put that over there for a minute, and say, okay, let me calm myself for a minute and pray and ask God, help me, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to say, however you call it, whatever, help higher yourself, whatever, help me make the correct choice. Then how empowering, how powerful is that? If I can make a choice to bring me here, then I can make another choice to take me over here. I mean, that's a powerful thing. And we've got to understand and become accountable for that. We are responsible. Those choices that we make, we are responsible and we will experience the result of the choices that we make. That's all that is, okay? So that's what we want to do. And also fulfillment for the year 2025. It's about now coming to terms with coming into fulfillment. How fulfilled are you? I know I can use some more fulfillment, and praise God, I do understand, my inner peace is higher than it was because it's about becoming self-aware. It's about, it's about knowing that there is more to this world than my world. It is more to this earth than what I see. You know what I mean? It's not just about me. What is that? Epicurus or somebody said you think you're the center of the universe. Well, you are. You are the center of the universe. Only there are billions of others that are the center of the universe as well, and that needs to be taken into account. Paying it forward for 2025. Yeah, that's what I mean about that. Paying it forward, not just like giving things or money or whatever, paying it forward with compassion, paying it forward with consideration, paying it forward, even saying, okay, how would I want someone to treat me? If I were in, how do I want to, what do I want to experience in this interaction? What does that say? I do unto others the way I want them to do unto me. And that is compassion and consideration. Now, the self-awareness component comes up too also is okay, here comes the love. If your position is, you don't know or your compassion is low for yourself, then yeah, you're gonna have low compassion for others. But that's not even about others. It's about, okay, now it's time for you to address why do you have low compassion for yourself? Why is your self-esteem so low? And that's not an ugly thing. That's not a beautiful thing. It's just an is thing. It's not a bad. It's not a good. It's just an is. It's just a something said. Okay, I need to address that, and that's the beauty of it. It's not that we have these shadow thoughts. It's not that we have low self-esteem. It's not that we have low confidence. It's not that we have fear. The thing is that I recognize it. I recognize it because once I recognize it, I can address it. I can choose to address it, or choose not to address it. But that's my choice. And I'm responsible for the choices that I make. You're responsible for the choices that you make. So that paying it forward, that thing I always thought this thing is like, say, oh, it's good to see you, and people say it's good to be seen. What is that? And I noticed that when I would say, it's so good to see you, they put a smile on their face. I'm saying, because I noticed, because I think that it's good to be seen as a selfish thing, for me. That's my take on it. And I noticed, like, when I say, oh, it's so good to see you, and I see the person smile and say, oh, thank you, it's good to be seen. That's where the consideration and the compassion come in. Now, I just put you smiled when I said it's good to see you. Well, why not reciprocate that? Why not consider, oh, well, let me put a smile on her face and say, yes, it's good to see you too. That's what I mean as far as compassion and consideration. I believe, at least in these United States of America, I believe that we've gotten out of being, we don't even know when we're not compassionate or considerate anymore because it's always been about, we are chasing that dollar, we are chasing that career, we're chasing the the titles and the structures and all this, I'm that, and this. We've been chasing that we've even got out of, just the minute, the intuitive compassion and consideration. We need to get back to that. And then that fulfillment is within. This 2025 is the year of experiencing fulfillment, of experiencing inner peace, because the United Nations, their sole purpose is to try to bring peace on this earth. The ultimate goal for any of us is to experience that inner peace so that we are energy. We are the capacity to do the work and the ability to change things. We are that. We are powerful. We are created in the image of the Alpha and the Omega. And when we experience inner peace, that's energy. And the more frequently we experience that inner peace, the more frequently we experience it, the more we're going to share it outside onto the earth. And the more we do this collectively, that's why that is so profound. Let there be peace and let it begin with me. It's almost like saying, you know, with peace, it's going to begin with me. That's just what time of day it is. And the more we understand this energy, one love, and the more we experience inner peace. Okay, I'm not talking about no, I'm not going to go into that. The inner peace. The more we experience inner peace, the more we send off inner peace by our aura, the more it's going off into, oh Lord, it's going into the planet, going off into the planet, the more the planet is being healed, the more that's the ultimate goal while we are here. Because that ultimate goal, once we experience inner peace, that's when we recognize that we are one. We are one. We are one with each other. We are one with this universe. We are one with the universe. And I just shared with somebody, it's like it's saying, God created the universe. And the universe is like a genie in a bottle. Genie in a bottle says, you know what? Your wish is my command. But change that wish to a thought. Your thought is my command. So whatever you're thinking, that turmoil or the repeated shadow thoughts, the repeated destructive negative thoughts, those repeated thoughts, that's what is gifted. That's what is gifted. And the more we experience the inner peace, the more we experience, it's like the genie saying, hey, your wish, your thought is my command. This is what you want, that I am going to gift it to you. There is peace. So just like you, your own universe, all of that created in the image and the Alpha of the Omega, all of that, there is a universe in you, and also there's the Earth universe and beyond. And we have the power. We have the power collectively, individually. We have the power if we just take the time, get to know yourself. Because the more you come to know yourself, become more self-aware, the more inner peace you're going to experience. Um, because that's just the progression. So I just wanted to come and share that. If you like to share some dialogue with me, I welcome it. I love talking about things like this. You can call me well, let me do my email. You can email me at tapintoyou@gmail.com. And that's TAP, the letter N, the number two, YOU@gmail.com. So I just wanted to come on and um, just share. I think this is an important message, and those who have ears, I know you'll hear. I know you're here. All right, we know that the journey in self-recovery is absolutely beautiful. I hope you know so beautiful, both he and she, so are you. All we got to do is touch on that trust, tap into you. You are human and divine. You're created in the image of the Alpha and the Omega. Omega. You are powerful. Come on, let's bring some peace to this earth. Let's begin 2025. Blessings, peace, and love.